In this video, I'm going to tell you about the history and evolution of Agile methodologies. The early beginnings. By the 1960s and 1970s, software development was becoming increasingly complex, leading to the need for more structured approaches to manage large projects. This era saw the introduction of the waterfall model described by Winston Royce in a 1970 paper. The waterfall model was a linear and sequential approach consisting of stages like requirements gathering, design, coding, testing, and deployment. Winston Royce also mentioned some risks for this approach. While the waterfall model provided structure, it was often criticized for its rigidity and lack of flexibility in accommodating changes. This led to the development of more iterative and adaptive methodologies. The Agile movement officially began with the creation of the Agile Manifesto in February 2001. 17 prominent figures in software development, known as lightweight methodologists, gathered at a ski resort in Utah to draft the manifesto. The Agile Manifesto outlined 4 key values. Number 1, individual and interaction over processes and tools, emphasizing the importance of human collaboration and communication. Number 2, working software over comprehensive documentation, prioritizing the delivery of functional software over extensive documentation. Number 3, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, fostering a cooperative relationship with customers rather than a confrontational one. Number 4, responding to change over following a plan, valuing adaptability and flexibility in the face of changing requirements. These were the 4 key values of the Agile Manifesto. If you are curious about who those 17 people are, here is the list. The 17 signatories of the Agile Manifesto. Kent Beck, Mike Beale, Ari from Benecum, Alistair Cockburn, Ward Cunningham, Martin Fowler, James Grenning, Jim Highsmith, Andrew Hunt, Ron Jeffries, John Kern, Brian Merrick, Robert C. Martin, Steve Mellor, Ken Schwaber, Jeff Sutherland, and Dave Thomas. Key Agile methodologies. Several methodologies and frameworks emerged under the Agile umbrella, each with its own practices and tools, but sharing the core principles of the Agile Manifesto. Scrum, developed by Ken Schwaber and Jeff Sutherland, is a framework that emphasizes iterative progress through time-boxed sprints, daily stand-up meetings, and roles like Scrum Master and Product Owner. Extreme Programming, or XP, introduced by Ken Beck. XP focuses on technical excellence and including practices like pair programming, test-driven development, and continuous integration. Lean software development. Inspired by lean manufacturing principles, this methodology aims to eliminate waste, improve flow, and deliver value to the customer. Kanban. Originating from lean manufacturing, Kanban uses visual boards to manage work in progress and optimize flow. Evolution and adoption. Agile methodologies have evolved significantly since the early 2000s. Organizations across various industries have adopted Agile practices to improve their responsiveness to market changes and customer needs. The annual State of Agile survey by version 1 provides insights into the adoption and effectiveness of Agile practices globally. Challenges and adaptations. Despite its benefits, adopting Agile methodologies is not without challenges. Organizations often face cultural resistance, difficulties in scaling Agile practices, and the need to balance Agile principles with existing processes. To address these challenges, frameworks like Scaled Agile Framework and Large-Scale Scrum have been developed to help organizations implement Agile at scale. But also those frameworks have a lot of critics. Continuous improvement. Agile is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It encourages continuous improvement and adaptation. Teams and organizations are encouraged to experiment with different practices, learn from their experiences, and evolve their processes to better meet their needs. In summary, Agile methodologies have transformed the way software is developed by emphasizing flexibility, collaboration, and iterative progress. The movement continues to evolve, driven by the need for organizations to remain competitive in a rapidly changing environment. Here is an example for Agile practices. Imagine a large financial service company that traditionally uses a waterfall approach for software development. This approach involved detailed upfront planning, followed by sequential phases of requirements gathering, design, development, testing, and deployment. Projects often took years to complete, and by the time the software was delivered, the market needs had changed, rendering the product less valuable. Recognizing the need for more flexibility and faster delivery, the company decided to adopt Agile methodologies. They started with a pilot project in one of their smaller teams. This team began by adopting Scrum, one of the most popular Agile frameworks. They formed a cross-functional team consisting of developers, testers, and a product owner. The team began working in 2-week sprints, focusing on delivering small, incremental pieces of working software. They held daily stand-up meetings to discuss progress and any impediments. At the end of each sprint, they conducted a sprint review to demonstrate the working software to stakeholders and gather feedback. They also held a sprint retrospective to reflect on what went well and what could be improved. Over time, the team became more efficient and started delivering valuable features more quickly. Encouraged by the success of the pilot project, the company decided to scale Agile practices across other teams and departments. They provided Agile training and coaching to ensure a smooth transition. As Agile practices spread throughout the organization, they noticed several benefits: increased collaboration and communication among team members and stakeholders, faster delivery of high-quality software that better met customer needs, greater ability to respond to changing market conditions and customer feedback, improved team morale and job satisfaction due to a more empowering and flexible work environment. This example illustrates how an organization can successfully transition from traditional waterfall approach to Agile methodologies, resulting in more adaptive and responsive software development processes.